Okay, today we're gonna be talking about things that you must avoid solving equation. I'm gonna deal with two habits that you must avoid. So the first one I call it jumping equal signs. Jumping the equal sign. Jumping the equal sign. I know, for an example, sometimes you can have something like this: minus 4 is equals to 3. You have the scenario like this, which is equals to 3 plus 4. Now, then they'll tell that when this jump the equal signs, you change the sign, then you add this, you get your answer, which is 7. It is correct. It is correct, but the issue is, one thing that can help you and develop you in maths is respect the sign and equal sign. So if you respect the equal signs and know what it means that you won't do this, but it is correct. It saves time and you get the right answer, but you must understand firstly and respect this sign. So okay, now let's speak about this sign. So these signs tell us that what is on the left is equal to what is on the right. I mean our equation come as balance like this. Whatever that is inside on the left is equal to what's on the right. But when you start jumping stuff, then you might forget and end up making mistakes. So if you understand what is in the left is equal to what's on the right, if there is something that you don't want on your left, you must remove it. So how do you remove? You remove by eliminating or subtracting. But because you have this sign, for this equation to always equal or balance, it means that what you do this side, you also do in this side. So the best possible way of doing this, that even the steps can explain to you and you can track your mistake. This is how you do it. With the same example, which is x minus 4, it's equal to 3. So you want to remove this negative 4. You add it with what? Positive 4 plus 4. It's equals to 3 plus 4. Then now you know that you have introduced this. Your equation is still what? Balanced. Then this gives you 0. Then you're gonna left with x. Then it's equal to 7. So if you made mistake of sign, you can look on the upper step and see that, okay, oh no, I add here and here I subtract. Then you can correct you. But if you use this formula or this step, you can't track it. And if you can't track it, it makes you to lose marks. I know, but this is how we were taught, But please, let's try by all means to not jump the number. And when you group, or if you don't want something on the side, then we respect this sign. Then if you respect this sign, then things gonna be easy. Then the second habit, I call it calculating on your brain. I know many smart kids, they wanna complain about it, but this one played a very huge role on many marks that you lose in mathematics. If you go and analyze your papers, you find that there's some question that you're supposed to give them, but because of calculating on your brain, when you start calculating on your brain, it means that you're storing stuff in your brain and also trying to figure out the solution. So now sometimes your brain get overwhelmed or get tired. So you must avoid doing that. Always have a paper on the side that you work on it, then you can transfer to your final results. For example, I know that these steps, which we call them, are not necessary. Those steps that they say that they don't have marks. But those steps helps you. It always helps you to get those steps that have marks. So try by all means, when you solve anything, you write all the steps. You count. You have your side of calculation. When you factorize, you write them out, and you come and take your factor out. Then you can see and you go and write it. Because calculating on your brain, you don't have anything that you can track your work. And if you can't track your work, that's where you lose necessary points. Remember, there are steps that they might not have marks, né? But those steps helps you to get the marks. So these things, if you can try and work on them, then you will see that your marks will improve.